Good afternoon, Professor. Here's my video for my final exam. Material possessions that I possess that I think would be acceptable in to present to Osiris. I actually have two things, well, three, I guess. But my first one would be my my MacBook. I know you talked about thinking musical instrument. I actually created a whole album that's on all major platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and some other platforms, I believe so too. But it's funny that you were talking about the Grateful Dead and them going on their acid trips and just their journey throughout life, just to come together and find themselves and obviously make themselves the great band that they are now, but or still are, but I created a whole album. It's just all kinds of different genres. Not saying I was on acid or anything, but I may or may not have been under the influence of something, just high off life pretty much. But I like all music. Different types of frequencies and sounds, I believe, can trigger someone's intuitive, memory bank, I would say, and it can really let them come out and relate to different sounds, and it may bring up memories or past experiences or whatever. But I love music. I love all types of music, and that's what my album is really about. It's called The Sounds Album. The Sounds is with a Z, so that's how you spell it. If you want to find me on Apple Music or something in your spare time, you can just type in Dravy, and then you'll see my Sounds Album. And it's just a collective of different types of music, different genres, no words, just there's some voxes in there, but it's just strictly just the sounds of different types of music. And I believe that would be acceptable for Osiris, for me to take on to my next journey in the afterlife. I think he would appreciate it a lot, So that's one material possession that I would bring with me, is definitely my MacBook. And my next two material possessions, but they really, conglomerate into, like, they can join into one, would be my my body armor and my helmet, for protection. I was in the military for over 6 years, almost 7 years. I got out. I would have stayed in for the full 20, but things happen in life, so I had to move past that and just, continue forward with my journey through life. And here I am now in college. So I think that this would be extremely acceptable to present to Osiris, just because this shows, serve, protect, it just shows the, the valor of a soldier, the values that one possesses: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage, just overall just strength and perseverance as a human being, to go out of your way and to serve and do the things that no others are willing to do. And really just going... Sorry about that, my video cut off. I had to delete some other stuff off my phone so I can have enough memory. But anyway, as I was talking about, body armor, helmet, it's like, the Egyptians, whenever they went to battle, they had their own armor to serve and protect their people in battle, or whatever, whatever they had to go through in life. But they had men who were willing to stand up and go above and beyond for their country and to protect. So some life experiences that that I have lived through that I'll take with me are, you know, when I was in the military, we're coming back from a halo jump, and then a halo jump is a high altitude, low opening, so it's free fall. But, you know, just coming back, I was the driver. I ended up coming head on with a vehicle and colliding with that vehicle. I literally saw my life flash before my eyes. You know, I was like, oh wow, this is it. This is everything, you know, flashing before my eyes. I thought that was it. I ended up impacting with the vehicle, flipping like 2.5 times. And I had like 12 people in the van, you know, at the time that it happened. And nobody died. And there's a 15 packs vehicle, so obviously not everyone's gonna be wearing their seatbelt. So my driver's side hit their driver's side, and then we flipped, and then I didn't even get knocked unconscious or anything. But as the van was laying on its side, the sergeant major who was in the passenger seat, he started to kick out the windshield, so I started kicking out my side of the windshield. And we ended up pulling guys out, you know what I'm saying? They were pretty banged up. I saw some pretty gruesome injuries that some people received, and it was crazy that no one died. I think if I went actually head on with the vehicle and not swerved off the road, there definitely would have been loss of life for sure. But I ended up receiving a 3-star coin from the USASOC commander at the time, General Tovo, just for my heroic actions, if you will, you know, for saving everybody that day that was in the van. Pretty crazy stuff. Some worthy things, though, as far as virtues that people have said about my character is, you know, that I'm honest, I'm loyal, you know, I guess some would even say heroic. And I think Osiris would really appreciate that if I were to present forth my virtues to him in that aspect. And a lot of people have negative things to say most of the time, but that's with anybody. Everyone chooses more so to find the negative things in someone rather than the positives. But that's just life, so it is what it is. But some of the virtues that the Egyptians celebrated that I celebrate or that I share would be courage, like I said earlier, and just wisdom, you know, just willing to put forth that extra effort and to go in the extra mile and doing whatever it takes to prove yourself as a worthy individual to whoever may look upon you and just judge you. So I think whenever my time here is done and over with, there'll be a lot of footsteps that they can trace that I walked on my path in my journey of life. So yeah, that's all I got.